What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one and only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com. AshSaidIt.com. Welcome to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys for all your love and support. Over 1,000 episodes, 500,000 streams worldwide. Wouldn't be possible without you. So I thank you so very much. If you haven't gotten your tickets for Girls Night Out, I don't know what you're doing. We are premiering the Ocean's 8 movie at Studio Movie Grill Marietta. Yes, one low price. You get dinner, movie, a sweet swag bag full of all kinds of goodies, and I'm giving away a ton of stuff. Like, literally, my living room is full of boxes and those little styrofoam peanuts. Everything is everywhere. So, we've got tons of stuff. Go get your tickets now on ashsaidit.com. Today, I am joined by the executive director of Bert's Big Adventure, the wonderful Molly.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, Molly. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us. I know that you're a busy bee. You know, you're running around the city making some stuff happen.
We try. We try to make it look all easy and fun, and you know what? For the most part, it is.
For people that are unaware, what is Bert's Big Adventure?
Bert's Big Adventure is a nonprofit. We're based in Atlanta, but we're in about 18 markets around the nation, so we're all over the place. And we take kids that have chronic and terminal illnesses or physical challenges to Walt Disney World once a year. And we take typically between 55 and 65 family members. So that boils down to about between 12 and 15 families. And we go on just a really VIP, over-the-top, really amazing trip to Disney. We do it like no other, in a way that you can't do it as a family or just like a typical Disney goer.
Yeah.
And we treat these kids just to a real journey, free, it's free for the family, and just a real trip of a lifetime that allows the families to really make memories together and allows the parents to really sort of let go and just enjoy themselves and enjoy letting their kids just be kids for a couple days. So that's what we're known for, I would say. What makes us really stand out, or at least from my perspective, I'm probably a little biased, I think what makes us stand out from other organizations is, a lot of wish-granting organizations, and they're wonderful, but they do these trips similar to us, these nice VIP trips, and then it's sort of a one and done. They take the kids, and the kids go on this amazing trip, and they make these memories, and then, that's sort of it. And one thing that the founder, Bert Weiss from the Bert Show, found was really important to him and really important to the families was that it didn't just end at the trip.
Right.
We go on this trip and just imagine yourself as a kid. You're at summer camp or at summer, or you're at daycare, and you're just making all these friends. And then, all of a sudden you're cut off, and you want to stay in touch. You've made all these beautiful memories with these friends. So that's sort of what happens in Disney is these kids, they really make these connections. They understand what each other are going through. They can feel, like they fit in. They have a place with everyone on the trip. So it was really important for Bert to not let it just end at the trip. And so really our trip to Disney is their kind of like their initiation into the Bert's Big Adventure Club. And once they're in the club, they're part of Bert's Big Adventure for the rest of their life. So we offer all kinds of services and activities for the kids after the trip so that they can continue, with those friendships and really reconnect with the friends that they made on the trip and connect with other kids who've been on the trip. So it's unique in that way. We like to really carry it through.
Yeah, and what I love most about it is that's definitely one part that I love, but it's just the camaraderie just between you all and these kids and these families. Like going to, like this year I went to the send-off, the official send-off, which was amazing because I'd seen pictures before and I'd seen videos, but actually being there like in the whole mix of it, it's just like, wow. Being someone that has had relatives have chronic and terminal illnesses and stuff, you're constantly at the doctors, you're constantly at specialist office, you're at the hospital and stuff. For these to be, for kids to have to go through that and miss out on part of their childhood is just, it's so heartbreaking. So the fact that you guys just pull out all the stops and just make the whole family feel just amazing. You really take them to like this Disney mind space of, don't worry about doctor's visits or specialists and things of that nature. Just enjoy this week in being a kid. And I absolutely Love that. I love it.
We do, and we really, we do try to put a lot of focus on the siblings and the parents too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious that the child is going through, a tremendous amount of, challenges.
Yeah.
But the family really struggles too. I mean, oftentimes the siblings can be left out because, all the attention is focused on the child with the illness.
Yeah.
And same goes for parents. I mean, just think about the daily stress that we carry, pick up the dry cleaning, make sure we get our work done, which of course never happens, make sure we're home, whether we're walking the dogs or bathing the kids, it's a constant, just struggle of getting everything done. And then put yourself in the shoes of a parent who also has to fit in, what could be daily doctor's visits, what could be, hours and hours, if not weeks and months in a hospital. So the stress that's put on the parents is, it's also important to us to really recognize that these parents need a break.
Yeah.
Not from their kids, but they need a break with their kids, where they can actually be a little bit hands off and let us take care of the technical parts, like carrying the bags, making sure you have your tickets, making sure we know where to go to lunch, and you have the food that, your children can eat, and allergies. But we worry about all of those things, every single detail. And we really, ask the parents to really just let go and enjoy, that time with their kids, where they can really make these memories and make friendships with, the other families that are there, the other parents that are going through the same thing, that are, a lot of our parents say they, feel like they're on an island, like they don't have support, they feel kind of unheard, they feel a little ignored and sort of like an outsider, and just because they don't really have time to be social. And so I think this trip, all these families get together, they understand each other, they've all sort of experienced these challenges together, and they just get each other and they connect immediately. I mean, just the kids connect immediately, the siblings all connect, the parents connect. It is really cool to watch. Every year we sort of hold our breath and say, is this group going to get along, And sure enough, before we even get on that airplane to Disney, they are, making best friends for life.
Yeah.
So it's really unique in that way. And, typically when we come back from Disney, the parents will say, I feel like I have a family. I finally feel like I'm not alone anymore. Like I have a place that is for me, that is for us, it's for our family. So, it's a trip to Disney. And yes, it's expensive and we do everything over the top. But we do those things. We do that to really let the parents just relax, let the siblings relax, let the kids relax, and just not think about a thing except for having fun and being with each other and making new friends, and just really, focusing on letting them make those connections.
All right, you guys, so we're going to pause for a moment, and when we come back, we're talking more with Bert's Big Adventures Molly, and we're talking about nominations and what's coming up next for Bert's Big Adventure, how you guys can get involved. So hang tight, we'll be right back. You spend 1/3 of your life sleeping. Why not make it comfortable with Casper? Ash Brown here from Ash Said It Daily. Casper products are cleverly designed to mimic human curves, providing supportive comfort for all body types. When I'm touring around the world, there's always one important detail missing: my Casper bed. I can't wait to get home for a restful night's sleep. There's nothing like it. The experts at Casper work tirelessly to make a quality sleep surface that cradles your natural geometry in all the right places. The prices are affordable because Casper cuts out the middleman and sells directly to you. They're all designed, developed, and assembled right here in the U.S. Don't forget about Casper's 100-night risk-free Sleep On It trial. Get $50 towards select mattresses by visiting casper.com/ash and using ASH at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Get your Casper mattress for a restful night. Visit casper.com/ash. Promo code ASH. Welcome back to the Ash Said It Daily podcast show. I'm chatting with Molly of Bert's Big Adventure, all right? So we're talking about nominations. When do nominations open up for Bert's Big Adventure?
So they actually just opened, so the timing for this podcast is perfect. We just opened applications, and you can go to bertsbigadventure.org, and Bert is with an E, not a U, so BERTS, bertsbigadventure.org. And you can apply for your own family if you have a child that fits the qualifications, or you can nominate a family that you know. And families don't have to be nominated to apply. So the nomination process is really for someone who might want to nominate a family anonymously. Say that a couple of times in a row. So that's really for, like, if you are a teacher and you want to nominate someone, you know, you might want to do that anonymously. And so that's what the nomination process is for. You can nominate, or you can just send the family that you know the link and let them apply themselves. Applications will stay open until September 7th. And then once the application process closes, we'll start working on the trip for this year. And then, of course, you know, if you apply or you're nominated and you don't, you aren't selected for the trip this year, you can always apply next year. So, and we really encourage that. Qualifications are, you know, the kids have to be between the ages of 5 and 12. They have to have never been to Walt Disney World before. They have to live somewhere where they can hear the Bert Show on the radio. So, and if you go to our website, you can see what all of those markets are. Gotcha. Of course, Atlanta being our biggest market, because this is where we're headquartered. But we're also in Charleston, Nashville, Indianapolis, Dallas, so many more. So we really just encourage people, even if you don't know the family very well and you think they might qualify, just send them our way and we'll do the legwork. It's really easy. It takes 2 minutes.
Now, what about people that maybe they don't know a family or maybe they don't qualify, but they still want to help the cause?
Yeah, so there's a couple of ways you can help. I mean, of course, we always appreciate any donation, big or small, $1 to $1 million. We love it all. So we always love financial donations, but we also really need helping hands all the time. So we have 2 different volunteer programs. One is called the Magic Squad, and really that's just, you get an email when we need some help. And that could be anything from working the check-in at a fundraiser that we're having, just like the upcoming Atlanta Moon Ride that we have. It could be stopping by and spending an hour helping us write thank you notes. It could be anything. And then we also have the Fairy Godparent program. And anytime that one of our Bert's Big Adventure kids goes into the hospital, we send a volunteer every single day. And the volunteer takes a warm meal, and usually takes an activity or some sort of toy or game that they can play with the kid. And it just gives the kid a nice break from, doctors and nurses coming in. And it typically gives mom or dad a nice break, gives them a chance to take a shower or, step outside the room and get some fresh air or, send an email. So it's a little break for everybody in the hospital. So we're also accepting applications for our Fairy Godparents. And you can sign up for either one of those programs online. But then also we just, follow us on social media. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Like our posts. Tell the kids, give the kids encouraging messages. Support the businesses that support us. Jersey Mike's is a huge supporter. They do one day of giving. But support them year-round. Support Moe's. Support all the people that support us. That's always really helpful, too. We always have fundraisers and events going on where the public can chip in and really make a big difference. Just in June, we have Moe's Wednesdays. So every Wednesday in June, Moe's will give back to Bert's Big Adventure, and that's a huge fundraiser for us. And we also have the Atlanta Moon Ride coming up, which is June 8th. And all the proceeds from that benefit Bert's Big Adventure. And that's a really fun nighttime bike ride. So we have kind of opportunities to get involved, that run the gamut, and we really try to make something for everyone.
Yeah, and you guys continue to do that. I love Bert's Big Adventure.
We appreciate it.
I appreciate that, so thank you. But like I said, just keep up the good work. You guys know I'll always be like in the sidelines somewhere. I may not physically be able to be there, but I'm there in spirit. I'm sending out good vibrations.
I know.
So, Molly, thank you so much for joining us today. Again, let everyone know the best way to get in contact with you guys and to follow you on social media.
Yeah, absolutely. You can look us up online at bertsbigadventure.org, and that's BERTS. And then you can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter under Bert's Big ABV. We would love for you to follow us and say hi to the kids and leave messages for them and just really lift them up and just support them in any way that you can.
Sounds like a plan. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so very much. Keep in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face and tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for. We're doing this for the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is way better. Until next time, you guys.